Only a tiny fraction of blood pythons ever develop skins clean and strong enough for true luxury handbags. So
fewer than 2% of these snakes will grade as true A-class. Subtle defects in just a few scales can disqualify an entire skin.
Whole-body 3D scans map every future handbag panel before a single scale is ever risked, catching hidden flaws long before they become costly mistakes. For blood pythons, transport is a critical stage. Too much vibration or heat can stress the animal and change the way its hide behaves later.
Every container is scanned for vibration, temperature, and humidity before it goes anywhere near the main plant.
Before entering the heart of the plant, containers are misted with nano-disinfectant, protecting both the animals and the leather line from cross-contamination.
Blood python skin is both tough and thin. At the microscopic level, its structure decides whether it can bend and
Laser measurements down to hundredths of a millimeter map the hide's relief, peaks and valleys that must survive cutting, folding, and years of use.
Only skins that pass every structural and visual check are upgraded to grade A and reserved for the blood python handbag line.
Enzyme treatment strips away what the eye cannot see, residual proteins and films, while preserving every sharp edge of the blood python's natural pattern.
Ultrasonic cleaning follows, using sound instead of abrasion to free particles trapped between scales.
a low-pressure softening stage restores flexibility, turning cleansed hide into a material that can fold into the curves of a handbag without fighting back.
Tanning turns fragile raw hide into stable, flexible blood python leather. If pH
In the control room, pH, temperature, and rotation speed are tuned in real time for this specific species and thickness of skin.
Exhaust and waste from tanning are scrubbed and neutralized so the environment, and the hides themselves, stay protected from contamination.
Where the cutter places each handbag panel decides how the blood python's pattern will live, on the front flap, on the side, or disappearing into a seam.
Assembly is where the blood python hide becomes a bag. The machines handle the force, but artisans decide every visible line, edge, and fold.
In the final room, each blood python bag must prove it truly deserves the word luxury. From the way every scale...
Surface inspection for blood python isn't just about finding defects go. It confirms that every cluster of scales reaches the same high aesthetic standard.
Once the surface passes, the machines step in, bending, rubbing, and pulling the bag to simulate thousands of real-life uses in just a few minutes.